Coming up on Wyln News, a man is killed after a tree falls on him in Sugarloaf Township. This is your news choice. Wyln News starts right now.
From the Wyln studios in Hazleton and all over northeastern Pennsylvania, this is Wyln News.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on Wyln News. I'm Paula Dagnan. A man is dead after a tree fell on him just before 12:30 this afternoon. It happened near Cedar Hill Road and Sanko Lane in Sugarloaf Township. Not a lot of details have been released at this time. We do know that Sugarloaf Township Police and Fire were called to the scene, which was about 2 miles back off the roadway. A Luzerne County deputy coroner also called in. We don't know the ID of the man killed or what he was doing in the wooded area. Fire crews had to use ropes and rigging in order to get the man's body out of the woods. The investigation continues into that death in Sugarloaf Township. One person is dead after being struck by a tractor trailer early this morning. It happened in the southbound lanes of Interstate 81 in Hazel Township, just over the Schuylkill-Luzerne counties line. The incident happened around 3 o'clock. State police at Hazleton identifying the man as 25-year-old Ricky Isaiah Zimmerman of the Hazleton area. State police are still investigating the crash and how it happened. Crews from McAdoo, Hazel Township, and APTS all on the location this morning. Wyln is learning that the husband of the Schuylkill County Treasurer, Linda Marchok, Gary Marchok, was found dead in their Ryan Township home. State police are investigating the man's death. They were called to 21 Pear Street just after noon today. Schuylkill County Coroner Dr. David Moylan said that the deceased was Gary Marchok. State troopers at Frackville, along with troopers from the Major Crime Unit and Forensic Services Investigation Unit, were at the home investigating the death. Wyln continues to follow the story. Hazleton police arrested a man in connection with a shooting incident over the weekend. Police say Christian Carrion Ruiz was arrested on Saturday in connection with shots fired and a man taken for treatment of a gunshot wound. A second man was not seriously injured. Police tracked Carrion Ruiz to a home on East Diamond Avenue. Some residents in the area were evacuated, while others were told to remain in their homes. Carrion Ruiz came out and was arrested without incident. He's now charged with 3 counts of aggravated assault, causing serious bodily injury, and 3 counts of attempted aggravated assault, causing serious bodily injury. Jesse Conway back in a federal courtroom in Scranton today. The penalty phase of his trial is now underway. A jury found him guilty on all counts earlier this month in the death of prison guard and Nanticoke native Eric Williams. It happened at the U.S. Penitentiary Canaan in Wayne County in 2013. That same jury will now decide if his sentence will be life in prison or if he'll face the death penalty. Conway is already serving a life sentence for a gang-related murder in Arizona. State senators introduce Senate Bill 76, the plan to eliminate school property taxes in the state. State Senator Dave Argall said today a bipartisan group of 20 lawmakers have joined together to introduce a plan drafted by over 80 grassroots taxpayers groups from across the state to eliminate school property taxes for the state's 500 public school districts. Senate Bill 76, the Property Tax Independence Act, would replace the revenue generated by the property tax for public schools with an increase to the personal income tax rate from 3.07% to 4.95% and an increase in the sales and use tax from 6 to 7%. The tax would also be expanded to cover more goods and services that are currently exempt. No word when the bill will hit the Senate floor for a vote. Once it does, it will have to go to the House to be voted on. There's a good chance that the bill could make it to the governor's desk by the end of the summer. The Hazleton Police Department is hoping a grant will bring more police to patrol the streets. Police Chief Jerry Spezial told WYLN News that he submitted the 2017 COPS grant last week to bring 3 more cops to Hazleton.
Just finished a 2017 COPS hiring grant, which would give us 3 more police officers. Senator Toomey's office supported it with a letter of support. Congressman Barletta was on the phone with me this morning from Washington. He is supporting it. And basically what it is it is a way for us to put more police officers on the street, but to build community partnerships and do community surveys so that we can gauge how the community is perceiving the crime. Like I said, numbers are great. But when you have to realize that somebody's out there, how do you feel? Do you feel safe? Do you feel safe when your children are going to school? Do you feel safe when you're at the supermarket? It's all about perception. It's all about the way you feel. It's not really what numbers are, because I can tell you that crime is down 100%, and then there's a shooting. The perception is that it's dangerous. So I want to make sure that we get the message out. I want to make sure that we do everything we can. That's why I filed early. The grant has to be in by July 10th, but I'm done with it and ready to move on. I want to make sure that we do everything we have to do to keep moving the progress forward together as a community, you know, as a police department, as a family. You know, look, I have children. I want to make sure that we all have a safe environment and everybody has a safer Hazleton.
The chief also said the grant requires community outreach and social media pages.
The grant actually requires me to have a Twitter account, a Facebook account for the police department that is active, and to have technological ways through email, through notification systems, through Twitter, to notify the public of road closings and, you know, crimes that are being committed so that the public understands. I'm also going with something that's called crimereports.com. You will be able to see where sexual predators are. You will be able to see where crimes occur. You will be able to see where times and things happen. So you will know, and then we'll be able to gauge that perception by the job we're doing. Also, we'll be able to gauge how we're doing. So those are the things that 21st century policing is all about, and that's what this grant is all about. So in order to be able to get that, you have to do it. So that's what, you know, you write the program. I wrote it. I told them what we would do, how we would execute it, and hopefully we'll be successful.
Well, it'll still be some time before the department knows if they receive the grant. If they get the money, the city could hire 3 more cops. Coming up on WYLN News, a bike rodeo is coming up this weekend, and WYLN's Maria Cinti has the details. Plus, the clock is ticking on the state's tax amnesty program. But first, as we head out to break, let's take a look at your 7-day forecast from the WYLN Weather Center. Remember, you can get all your weather information at WYLNTV.com. We'll be right back.
Visit the Luzerne County Convention and Visitors Bureau at visitluzernecounty.com for the listings of the many events you'll find in Luzerne County. From wine festivals to hill climbs to the famous tomato and kielbasa festivals, you'll find it all in Luzerne County. Luzerne County was named the best outdoors destination in Pennsylvania by the official Best in Pennsylvania website. The Luzerne County Convention and Visitors Bureau will help you relax, relive history, and marvel at the area's stunning natural beauty. You'll find it right here in northeastern Pennsylvania.
Where are my customers? I think I need help with my website.
Thank you for calling web.com. How can I help you?
I need some serious help with my website.
I could definitely help you with that today.
Awesome.
If you want to work in a fun atmosphere and help small businesses like this succeed online, call 1-844-JOBS-WEB and apply today.
The Klein Township and McAdoo Police Departments are partnering up for their annual bike rodeo this Saturday. WYLN's Maria Senti has more on how the event will benefit children in the community.
Anthony DiVirgilio has worked full-time as a McAdoo police officer for about the past 5 years. He says in his experience, teaching children how to ride their bikes safely is critical, yet easily forgotten.
If you let your guard down even for a second with your bicycle, it's a vehicle. A lot of people don't think that it's really a vehicle, it's just a bicycle, but it is a vehicle. And you have to follow the same rules and regulations that a person driving a car would.
That's why the Klein Township and McAdoo Police Departments will hold their annual bike rodeo this Saturday at the Hancock Street Park in Klein Township. It's an event where community members come together to have their bikes inspected and learn about bike safety.
We just want to make sure that the kids are riding the right size bikes for their age and height. And again, just checking the safety.
Officers will not only inspect the children's bikes, but they will also set up a course near the park to teach them when to stop and what hand signals to use when riding on the streets.
I hope that the kids pick up something that they didn't already know from our interaction at the bike rodeo, and that they can take that and maybe share it with their friends.
Beyond bike safety, DiVirgilio says the event is a way for local police officers to build a strong relationship with the outer community.
Kids especially are afraid to approach a police officer. We just want to make the kids a little more comfortable to be around us and interact with us.
The bike rodeo will take place at 10 a.m. this Saturday at the Hancock Street Park. In Klein Township, for WYLN News, I'm Maria Sinti.
Today is the last day of the Pennsylvania Tax Amnesty Program. It waives all penalties and half of the interest for anyone paying delinquent state taxes. The deadline is midnight. No extensions will be offered. State officials say it's important to remember that back taxes do not go away and the burden will continue to follow you. The application and full payment must be received by the deadline, midnight. Payment accepted by check, money order, credit, debit card, or electronic funds transfer. Taxpayers can apply or get more information at backtax.pa.gov or by calling 844-PA State Tax. That's 844-727-8283. And they will be there until midnight tonight if you have questions. Coming up on Tank's News Choice on Community and You, details on an upcoming golf tournament. Plus, it's Medical Monday with Ting-O. But first, let's take a look at today's winning midday lottery numbers. Good luck if you played. Stay with us.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Whether you're a homeowner renovating your first kitchen or a professional contractor remodeling your 100th kitchen, we're here to work with you every step of the way. We feature Homecrest and Omega cabinets, bathrooms and entertainment cabinets, along with solid surface countertops from Mica and Wilson Art Products. We offer affordable installation. All this and more at Morris Kitchens LLC. Appointments welcome. Call 570-825-6956.
Welcome to Community and You here on WYLN News. I'm Gary Perna. I'm very pleased to be joined by Donna Palermo, the Secretary of the Palermo Heart to Heart Foundation. And Donna, we love having you on to talk about the foundation. It's a great organization your family has started. We're going to talk about the 27th annual golf outing. This is a great event, July 9th. It's a Sunday, taking place at Sugarloaf Golf Course. So tell us about, first of all, tell us about the Palermo Foundation and why the golf tournament is so important for you guys.
Well, the Palermo Foundation was formed over 30 years ago, about 32 years ago, really, for my brother-in-law, Frank Froggy Palermo, who was suffering with heart ailments and needed a heart transplant. So the family raised funds just during the family and had their first golf outing just with the men in the family at that time to help raise funds for Froggy. And since then, attorney Jim Palermo got involved, as well as naturally all of the family, and spearheaded the golf outing and other events to help with Froggy. So it's been going strong ever since. We're at our 27th year. And we're looking for more golfers this year, and sponsorships are available. So it's still not too late to join us on July 9th.
So this is a great event, and really the Palermo Heart to Heart Foundation has teamed up with local children's hospitals to give the beads, beads of courage, the ones we've been wearing here from time to time, the fire departments have been wearing. And the beads are really cool. We've done a lot of stories on them, seeing the kids. It is cool, but it's also at the same time sad seeing how many beads these children collect through their stay at hospitals and through their different treatments. But in a sense, it's also really cool to see because they love telling their story.
Oh, they really do, and that's exactly true. What you just said is it helps them tell their story. Every treatment that they receive, their doctor keeps track of that, and then they receive a bead for that treatment. If it's a chemo treatment, if it's a blood transfusion, if they lost their hair, they get a bead and they string their own beads and they wear the necklaces. Some of them, they can't even wear the necklaces because there's so many beads on there because they've gone through so many treatments. But we don't only support Beads of Courage, like you mentioned, we support 4 different hospitals, 2 in Pittsburgh, Penn State Hershey, and Janet Weiss here in Danville. And we go up there yearly, it's up at Janet Weiss especially, and you were there with the firemen, the police, and we give the beads to the children and usually a stuffed animal or something like that. So it's really nice to see how much the children get excited to receive their beads and have the visits from the businesses and the special police and fire and so forth who go and visit them. So it's important to raise some money for this cause.
Right, so this is where the golf tournament comes in. So you said there are still sponsorships available, so if a business or organization out there would like to be a part of it, and of course they're still accepting teams. So when does it start on July 9th, and what time should they be there?
Well, we actually start with a full breakfast at 9:30, and the shotgun start is at 11 o'clock. But during the tournament also we have special prizes on certain holes. We have flight prizes. We also are selling tricky trays to help with the fundraising, a wine basket and so forth. So anybody and everybody is welcome to come. If you can't golf, we'd appreciate a sponsorship, maybe of a hole or another sponsorship. And all of this information is available on our website, which is Palermo-foundation.org.
Okay, Donna, a lot of great things your family's been doing with this foundation. We love covering it. I love going out and doing these stories. If you're not a golfer, could you stop by and take part in the tricky trays?
Oh, definitely. And if you want to come down and just join us for the dinner portion, we do go after the round of golf. We go to Whitetail Preserve, and we have a full Italian meal. So if you want to partake in just in the meal, we certainly would welcome that. So just give us a call, or easier way is just palermofoundation@gmail.com to send us an email as well.
All right, and of course all the information we've up for you during the segment, and of course we'll post all this for you on our Facebook page as well. Donna, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And I guess we'll be seeing you out there because I think your golf game's getting pretty good.
Oh, well, I wouldn't say it's getting good, but it's getting better. It's getting better.
All right, Donna, thanks so much. And again, the 27th annual golf tournament to benefit the Palermo Foundation will be Sunday, July 9th at the Sugarloaf Golf Course, and then the dinner following at Whitetail Preserve over there in the Valley. Donna, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you everyone for watching us here on Community and You. Stay tuned, more news is headed your way after this.
Why do so many Subaru buyers love Fairway Subaru?
By far, Fairway Subaru gave me the best price and the best trade-in.
I've been very pleased with their service.
We actually found what we were looking for right off the lot.
Made sure that the vehicle I was looking for fit my needs. I really feel like a part of their extended family.
Fairway Subaru on Route 309, Hazel Township, or visit us online. You're going to love us too.
Do you have a bridal shower, baby shower, birthday party, rehearsal dinner, or some other important event coming up? Call us at Booty's Place to book our elegant, private upstairs dining room. It offers a seating capacity of up to 50 people, a private bar, and an elevator for easy access. Or you can book the entire upstairs for an even larger event. Contact Chef Bobby DeFeo for pricing and delicious customized menu options. 570-455-5551. Let us help make your special day a big success. Booty's Place, definitely the best.
I'm Gary Perna. Join me and my guests from the community every Friday live at 5 p.m. as we talk about important community events and issues that are happening. Topic A will rebroadcast 7 times throughout the weekend to provide you with the information that you need to know from your community. Join me here on Topic A only on WYLN.
So today we're going to talk about concussions, which is a very serious topic, especially to young kids. And recent research is showing that possibly some of our student athletes and other sports people are being cleared to return to play sports after a concussion when they may not be 100% fully healed. What the research showed was that there was other aspects of a concussion that may not be cognitive in nature, which is what most of the return to play protocols are based on. Our current return to play protocol is based on symptoms such as dizziness, headaches, and the person's ability to process information, which is all through a computerized test. What it doesn't allow is a physical problem that can sometimes occur after a concussion. A research article was done that showed student athletes after a concussion for the year afterwards were 300% more likely to suffer a lower extremity injury, such as an ACL sprain or an ankle injury, because even though they had been cleared cognitively, they may have still had either a postural or a coordination problem, which occurs when there's an insult to the inner ear or your vestibular system, which is also in your brain. What this actually means is that with our current return to play protocols, we may be not catching athletes that are 100% recovered. And this sets them up for something that could be fairly dangerous in the future, which includes a secondary concussion, which leads to all sorts of other problems such as post-concussion syndrome. If you're a parent with a student athlete, or if you're a coach, just understand that there is more to a concussion than the cognitive aspect. There is definitely a physical aspect, and unless you test this aspect, we may not catch some people that may not be 100% healed. One of the things we do recommend is that people should take a physical pre-concussion screen before the season starts. This way we have a computerized assessment of what that person is able to do physically and have it on record so that, God forbid, someone does suffer a concussion, we have something to compare with down the track after the concussion to make sure they are 100% fully healed. This way we can be sure in knowing that we're sending them back to sports with a lot less chance of suffering a second concussion and also suffering an injury to their lower extremities. If you have any questions or want to know more about concussion testing, especially the physical aspect, feel free to give us a call, 570-501-1808. We're here to help.
Call Physical Therapy and Balance Centers for a free 20-minute question and answer session. 501-1808. Physical Therapy and Balance Centers, 1324 North Church Street in Hazel Township, or visit them online at hazletonpt.com.
For over 25 years, Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, 118 Boulevard Road, Bloomsburg, has provided professionally designed skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields. All stations are handicap accessible with resident NRA certified shooting instructors on site. There are packages available to fit anyone's budget. Restaurant and catering on site. Our facility is also available for weddings, business meetings, bachelor and private parties. Call 570-384-2314.
An investment group from New York bought the old Mahanoy area middle school that's been abandoned since 2002. The building was bought by T&D Southeast PA LLC from the Schuylkill County Tax Claim Bureau for $1,086. T&D Southeast PA is a subsidiary of T&D Development New York. The firm is hoping to have a development plan for the building in 2018. Some of the ideas the company has is to make it into senior housing or bring in manufacturing. The old school was built in 1939 after the old white school burned in 1938. The building served as the Mahanoy Township High School until 1959. That's when it became the Mahanoy Area Intermediate School after the joint school district was formed. The school was closed at the end of the 2001 and 02 school year when the new high school was built at the Mahanoy Area Education Complex. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next here on WYLN News.